When an elephant approaches you with tears streaming down its face, it's hard not to feel both intrigued and alarmed. Do elephants cry when they're sad? Or are they shedding tears for another reason? If you've ever wondered about this, keep watching. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of elephants and their emotional depth. We'll explore whether they cry, why they might do so, and what it means for our understanding of these majestic creatures. Tears are a universal language of emotion for humans, expressing everything from joy to profound sadness. But can the same be said for our animal counterparts? Are tears in the animal kingdom a sign of feeling emotions the way we do? In short, yes. But before we dive deeper into the watery wonderland of wildlife emotions, let's take a moment to appreciate the complexity of the question itself. Asking if elephants cry when sad isn't just a simple biological query. It touches upon the very essence of what it means to be emotional, sentient beings. Animals like elephants possess intricate nervous systems and exhibit behaviors that suggest they experience emotions much like us. Yet the absence of human-like facial expressions and vocalizations makes deciphering their feelings a daunting task. How can we possibly know if an elephant's tearful eyes mirror our own sadness? Picture this: a lone elephant standing amidst a herd, its eyes welling up with tears. Does this solitary elephant grieve the loss of companionship, or is there another explanation behind its tears? To unravel this mystery, we must turn to the science of animal behavior and physiology. But first, let's address a basic. Do elephants actually have tear glands? The answer is a resounding yes. Elephants, along with most mammals, possess both upper and lower tear glands. These glands, located near the eyes, produce a watery, slightly slimy substance that keeps the eyes moist, clean, and protected. This process, known as lacrimation, is essential for maintaining eye health and is not unique to elephants. But while elephants have the biological capacity to cry, the question remains, do they shed tears in response to emotions? Tears in humans are associated with a range of emotions, from joy and laughter to grief and sorrow. But in the animal kingdom, tears don't always carry the same emotional weight. For many species, including elephants, tears primarily serve a biological function, keeping their eyes lubricated and free of debris. In elephants, as in many other species, tearing is often triggered by physical stimuli, such as dust, smoke, or a foreign object entering the eye. When an irritant enters an elephant's eye, their tear glands spring into action, producing tears to flush out the intruder. This reflex is not only a defense mechanism, but also a testament to the elephant's remarkable sensory abilities. Their eyes, much like ours, are capable of detecting even the tiniest particles, ensuring they remain alert and aware of their surroundings. It's important to note that elephants, like many other animals, don't cry in the same way humans do. They lack the ability to voluntarily control their tears, unlike us. When an elephant cries, it's usually in response to an immediate stimulus rather than a buildup of emotional tension. However, in certain circumstances, elephants have been observed shedding tears that seem to go beyond a mere physiological response. These instances often involve distress or extreme emotions, such as when an elephant loses a calf, is separated from the herd, or encounters a human threat. In these situations, the elephant's tears appear not only as a reaction to the immediate circumstance, but also as a reflection of the elephant's complex emotional state. To understand this further, let's delve into the fascinating world of elephant behavior. Elephants are renowned for their remarkable intelligence and complex emotions. They possess excellent memories, capable of recognizing themselves in mirrors, a feat that indicates self-awareness. Their social bonds are intricate, demonstrating affection towards their caretakers and forming deep connections with their offspring. Even their grieving process mirrors our own, displaying a remarkable level of emotional depth. When an elephant dies, its fellow herd members will pause for an extended period, often touching the body with their trunks or attempting to lift it up. They may cover the body with soil, leaves, or branches, a behavior that seems like an attempt to bury the deceased. Elephants in captivity have even been documented lifting a dead calf with their tusks and placing it in a secluded area, suggesting an understanding of death and a desire to remove the deceased from the main herd. Elephants also exhibit signs of depression when a member of their herd passes away. They become less active, quieter, and spend more time alone, much like humans in mourning. These behavioral changes highlight the depth of their emotional capacity and the significance of social bonds within their communities. Yet despite these observable signs of grief, the question of whether elephants cry from sadness remains a subject of scientific debate. Some argue that the tears seen in distressed elephants are merely a physiological response to their emotional state, similar to how humans may tear up during an intense movie. Others contend that these tears are a genuine expression of sorrow, a form of emotional release for the elephants. Neuroscience research has revealed intriguing insights into the emotional capacity of elephants. Studies have shown that elephants possess a highly developed prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making, social behavior, and emotional processing. Moreover, elephants have a neocortex with a larger surface area than any other land mammal, providing ample space for the complex neural networks associated with advanced cognitive and emotional abilities. These anatomical features suggest that elephants have the biological machinery to experience emotions such as grief, making it plausible that they cry when sad. Additionally, studies have shown that elephants release a stress hormone called cortisol when exposed to stressful situations, providing physiological support for their emotional response to distress. However, it's important to acknowledge the limitations of studying emotions in non-human animals. Unlike humans, animals cannot report their feelings, nor can they provide verbal or written descriptions of their experiences. Consequently, researchers must rely on observable behaviors and physiological responses to infer emotions, which can lead to misinterpretations. Take, for instance, the case of the elephant that sheds tears while separated from the herd. While some researchers might attribute these tears to sadness, others could argue that they are a response to fear or stress. Similarly, the elephant's seemingly mournful behavior following the death of a herd member could be interpreted as grief, but it could also be viewed as a reaction to the loss of a social companion or even a response to changes in the herd's dynamics. Despite these challenges, many researchers and animal behavior experts believe that elephants do cry from sadness. Their highly developed nervous system, complex social interactions, and observable grief behaviors all point to a level of emotional depth that suggests they are capable of experiencing and expressing sadness through tears. Their capacity for love, affection, and deep social bonds is undeniable. And it's hard to imagine that they wouldn't feel a profound sense of loss or grief when separated from their loved ones or confronted with the death of a herd member. Even if definitive proof of elephant tears of sadness remains elusive, their capacity for love, affection, and deep social bonds makes it plausible that they would grieve and cry when overwhelmed with sadness. Perhaps one day, future research will provide the missing link, confirming what many of us already believe. For now, though, the question of whether elephants cry when sad remains a beautiful mystery, a reminder of the boundless wonder and intrigue of the natural world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and make sure to subscribe for more captivating content about the amazing world around us. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions, because the universe never ceases to amaze. Thanks for watching.